This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
It's quite pleasant walking here. You know what the temperature is?
What is it?
It's 19 degrees.
The mist, the mountains, the trees.
The old looking buildings.
It feels really fresh here. So yesterday we left Tokyo and took the Shinkansen to Nagoya and then hopped on a local bus to come here, which is Takayama. It is sort of a hidden paradise here in Japan. There's a lot of history, a lot of good food, beautiful scenery, and we will show you all of that. We'll start off with the morning market here in Takayama.
We are now at Miyagawa morning market, and as you can see, it's one of the most popular spots here. Lots of people, lots of vendors.
So this morning market opens year-round, but in the summer they open from 7 in the morning until noon, and then in the winter they open from 8 in the morning until noon. And there's actually a lot of local farmers selling their goods here that are from this Hida area as well. And also lots of homemade items are being sold at this market, which is really neat.
Quite pleasant walking here. You know what the temperature is?
What is it?
It's 19 degrees.
Oh wow, that's such a big difference. In Tokyo it was like over 30 degrees.
Tokyo was hot and humid.
Yeah.
Here we have to wear long sleeves.
Yeah, I think it's because we're surrounded by the Japanese Alps here.
Yeah.
So it does feel much cooler. And the funny thing about this city here, or this small town area, it smells like grilled beef everywhere.
Yeah, every street, every corner smells so delicious.
It's because like the Hida beef is so popular here that people eat it, you know, at lunchtime, they eat it at dinner time. There's constantly like restaurants grilling beef everywhere. We did buy some Hida beef last night from the supermarket and did a little grilling at our hotel. So we booked a place that does have like all the kitchen facilities. It's a pretty good place.
There are also local butcheries that you can get good quality Hida beef.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cheaper than eating in a restaurant.
I was gonna say, if you don't want to spend a fortune eating at the restaurants, which is probably like 5,000 to 7,000 or 10,000 yen for like a Hida beef set, then you can get some Hida beef for like 2,000, 3,000 and just like grill at the hotel room.
So make sure you book a hotel with a kitchen.
Yeah. Should we try these?
Yes, I always wanted to try Japanese grill.
Because usually you gotta get a big one, which is like 3,000 yen or something. So
They are very expensive.
yeah, I want to taste them.
Okay.
Should we
Which
get
one
the
is better?
red one or the green one?
This one is 500 a cup. That one is more expensive.
Yeah, which one should we get?
Get the red one.
Okay. Oh, she collects the money. Isn't that interesting? I think the reason that she's using that to collect the money so she doesn't have to touch the money at all.
So she can handle the fruits. Is this better or the green one?
Which one's sweeter?
All sweet and skin is eating. Okay. No eating.
This one, the skin
No,
cannot
can I eat the skin?
Oh, then maybe this one is better. We eat right now.
Okay, let's eat. Then we eat this one.
こっちの方がまだ
Yeah.
いいかも。
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. So 600 this one.
Is it worth $5?
It's so sweet. It's like candy. You know, like the grape candies we've been eating a lot in Japan? That's what it tastes like. Wow. You ready for your palate to be mind blown?
Wow.
That's really yummy.
The aroma of the grape went straight up my nose. Wow.
It's such a clean taste. It's so juicy. And it's sweet.
It tastes so good that
Sorry, you didn't
that
finish your sentence.
yeah, that I thought it's artificial taste. That's the best grapes I ever had. Oh, they're so delicious. So good. So good.
すごく美味しい。
Before we go, one final stop. We have to eat the famous Hida beef.
ありがとうございます。Wow, that was really good. It's medium.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's definitely medium rare.
I googled why Hida beef is so expensive in Japan. It's because they are raised in a special region, which is around here, and because the cattle get to enjoy the fresh air, the freshest water from the river, and enjoy the view of the Japanese Alps.
Oh.
That's why the beef is so expensive.
So we're paying for their accommodation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Does it melt in your mouth? You look like you're about to cry.
That's incredible. I think she rarely cooked it, but you don't even need it to be that cooked because it's so tender.
So just a 2-minute walk away from the morning market, we are already now in the old town of Takayama. There's actually a lot of local tourists, like Japanese tourists here, not just foreign tourists, because this is one of the oldest well-preserved towns in Japan.
From the Edo period.
Like these houses are from the 16th, 17th century, and there's quite a lot of them. There's 3 main streets that make up this old town here, so we'll take a walk around and see what is there. I feel like Japan is the best place for souvenir shopping because you get so many unique things that you probably can't get anywhere else in the world. A lot of handmade stuff. I'm so tempted to buy things. Everything looks so nice.
We are now at the sake brewery. We're gonna be trying a few sake today. How does this work?
We have to buy tokens, and these are 100 yen tokens, and then you get a cup, and you also get to try the different sakes. I think one sample is 100 yen.
That's so cute. Okay, let's go get lit.
This one is made in Takayama, domestic yuzu juice in a Japanese sake. Okay, I have to do this one. It's the perfect little shot. It smells so good. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, I can smell the yuzu.
That is delicious. Real quick, we We just wanted to say a big thank you to Squarespace for continuing to support our channel and for creating an awesome all-in-one platform for building websites. Whether you need a portfolio website, an online store, or a personal blog, you can use one of Squarespace's award-winning templates to get started. They have simplified the design tools, so it's easy for you and me to customize our websites by just drag and dropping things wherever we want them to go. And if you need extra help, you can check out their detailed guides and videos in their help center. Just head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Flora and note to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now let's get back to the video.
And I was walking in the streets of Amber. I was freezing, almost late December, but I was stumbling, got a few too many.
Hey babe,
And take a fright.
is this one of the main reasons you wanted to come to Japan?
Yeah, I saw this place and I really wanted to come to the small village, and I thought it was difficult to get to, so I was doing a lot of research, and that's basically why I planned to go to Takayama, because I wanted to come here. It's even more beautiful in the winter when like all of these farmhouses are covered with snow, and then you have like beautiful lights just light up the whole village.
They say it looks like a winter wonderland.
But we don't like the cold, so we're here now to see it, and it still looks amazing. So people come all the way here to Shirakawa-go to admire the beautiful thatched-roof farmhouses. And in this little village here, we can see quite a few of them. And when you look so closely at the roofs, you can tell that that's like a lot of compact hay.
It's thick. It's like this thick. Lots of work into it.
I would say like the essence of this community is that people come together and they help each other to rebuild these roofs every 20 to 30 years, because one person cannot possibly repair their own roof here. So this whole community, this farming community, is based on community and supporting and helping each other. And they even have a special word called yui or yui. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Y-U-I, and it just means the desire to help each other and strengthen bonds in the community, which I think is very special.
This is not sushi water. This is sewage water. This is not sewage water. It can't be. It's so clear.
Yeah, what if people pee in this water?
No, I think it's for farming.
I don't know why it runs down like sewage, but it is really clean.
Doesn't smell.
Yeah, you see these kind of everywhere along the
I think they have quite a few around the village. They're pretty much giant water guns, because one of the biggest fear for the villagers here are fire. So they have this just to help reduce the spread of the fire, just in case there is fire.
Because I would think that these roofs would burn pretty quickly if it was
They're all
caught
made
on
of
fire.
dry hay.
And the houses are made of wood too.
Yeah, pretty smart.
Are these made of hay? I'm not sure.
I think so. It's dry rice, right? But some people also call it hi or hello.
Or in Japan, they call it konnichiwa.
But I'm pretty sure it's hay.
Hay is made of stems, leaves, and seeds of plants that are fresh. So when you're talking about hay is more fresh, I think this is straw. So like rice straw. So It's usually like the waste product of wheat, but you can use it for like building things.
So it's not hello.
It's not hello. It's straw.
Do you have to pay to go in there?
This is the Kanda house. So this house was built in the late Edo period, about 200 years old now. And it's 400 yen per person to go in. I think we should go in. It says you can go to the top floor and see the view from up top. Oh, one thing though. It says throughout the year they set fire to the fireplace to preserve their house. So if you are not good with smoke, you shouldn't go in. I guess the smoke helps to dry
The wood.
the wood and keep the house like not humid, right? I read that each of the houses kind of have this like dug out hearth area where they would set a fire and the whole family comes and sits around it to just gather, maybe have tea and enjoy.
Watch soccer together.
There are no TVs in this house, I have to say. Look at this curved beam. So it says the beams are made up using strong trees whose bases grew up curved under the weight of the snow. So because it's already so solid, they know that it's going to be even more solid in the house because I'm sure the weight of the snow is really heavy in the winter.
This is beautiful.
It's so peaceful here. I feel like I'm whispering because it's so quiet everywhere. Oh, I mean, you can hear the birds. It's this quiet.
It's pretty crazy that majority of the house is built using rope and interlocking
The
wood.
Yeah, you don't see nails. I mean,
They use them on the floor.
or they might have just used them now, like modern day, to reinforce it because you have 100 people walking in the house.
Yeah, true. But the reason they use rope and wood because they are more flexible.
I think so. Because you know how Japan is prone for earthquakes.
Yeah.
So I think rope gives it a bit of like give. But coming into this house and seeing all the tools and all of the things they have to do in order to maintain and build this house is pretty genius.
Yes.
And it takes a community to be able to maintain and manage each house. I think this village itself has 114 of these farmhouses. It's the biggest one, and that's why they are a UNESCO heritage site. But there are smaller communities in this area that also have these Gassho-style houses, farmhouses.
And you know why it shapes like that, the roof? It shapes like a praying hand.
Oh, like
Yeah.
so they will get all the blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just started raining pretty heavily, so perfect time for us to grab a little snack and drink. I can't believe you haven't tried this before.
What is that?
It's called, in Chinese it's boji hazel.
Budget hazel.
I mean like a pebble that you press down and it makes it fizzy.
So it's just sparkling water.
It's sweet too. It's like a soda for children. Yeah, so you see there's like a marble here.
Uh-huh.
Where you have to press it down with this one. Yeah? You want to do it? You should do the arms.
Okay.
To aim it up though.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, sorry. You have to remove this first. I just read the instructions on this side. Sorry, you have to.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, here we go. Hold on. What's the point with the marble?
It activates it. Isn't it
Oh.
cool? And then when you drink it, there's a marble.
Yeah, you can see the marble moving inside. Oh,
Is it yummy?
yeah, it tastes like Fanta.
Oh.
Right?
Or like a cream soda.
Mm-hmm. Good though.
I haven't had this since I was like 10.
I'm glad we made it here. This village is so beautiful. It's one of the highlights here in Japan so far. So if you have time in Japan, you should add this to your list. Both Takayama and
Shirakawa-go. As always, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.
bye bye.